Hi, I'm Jemma Kidd, makeup artist and founder of the Jemma Kidd Makeup School. We're here today in Notting Hill at my school to do 3 makeup podcasts. The first one we're going to do is all about skin. Skincare is so important, so I'm going to go through a regime of the perfect skincare to get that flawless skin. The first thing we do is cleansing. The most important thing, especially at the end of the day, to get rid of all the impurities and pollution and dirt you pick up throughout the day. The first product we're going to use is the Nivea Visage Refreshing Cleansing Lotion, which has got lots of vitamins and cucumber extracts. In a circular movement, just go over the face, being very, very gentle, especially under the eyes, and then working in an upward movement up onto the forehead. You know when the face is clean because you have very clean cotton pads. Once the face is clean, I'm going to go on to a toner. The Nivea Visage Refreshing Toner is fantastic because it doesn't have any alcohol in it, so it doesn't dry out the skin. And then pressing in a dabbing motion, not a wiping motion, because you don't want to sort of stretch the skin, creates wrinkles. Don't forget under your chin. So many women do that, and then they have these terrible dry patches and dirty patches under the chin. You have to really look after your skin, it's so important. So just wait a few minutes for it to absorb into the skin. Now I'm going to work with the Anti-Wrinkle Q10 Plus. It helps to reduce the appearance of very fine lines, and it also helps to reduce the appearance of new wrinkles that are coming through. It's a real sort of skin nourisher, because what I notice through makeup and just touching people's skin, most women's skin is dehydrated. It's like what my grandmother said, she said never pull the skin, always dab, and it's been my philosophy as well. So that's what I teach at the school in skincare and in makeup, which is all about patting and dabbing the skin. I'm now going to use DNAge Zone Action, which is a really advanced formula. So it really helps to target the areas for anti-aging. I'm going to use it around the mouth area, but you can use it around the eyes or the nose or wherever it's needed. So we're just going to use it around the mouth, blending it in. You don't need to use very much, very easy and quick. I'm now going to go into some foundation. I'm just going to use a very creamy foundation which has a matte finish. I'm a real believer in not having to cover the whole of the face with foundation, just basically covering the areas that need it. Anywhere that I see is red, anywhere I see is blemished. Because if you've spent all that time looking after your skin and making the skin look hydrated and really well, you don't want to then cover it up with foundation. You want to be able to see the skin. With foundation you can use your fingers, which I personally prefer, or you can use sponges, or you can use a foundation brush. I'm now going to go with a concealer, and I'm just going to basically go over the areas or little blemishes that need covering. Apply the colour over the blemish, and then around it you blend it out. But again, you know, making sure it's very natural. And what's really important when you're applying foundation onto the skin, have really good light. It's so important because sometimes, you know, you get ready, you're in an area of the room where it's not great light, and you go outside and daylight is really quite harsh and it's very unforgiving. The last thing I'm going to do is the lips, because you always forget about the lips. You always think about the face. We've cleansed, we've toned, we've hydrated the face, and then we've left the lips, and the lips are always left to the last. And now I'm going to use one of my balms, which is a tinted moisturising balm, and it's wonderful because it has apricot kernel oil, it's got vitamins in it, it has a really lovely sort of subtle shimmer to it. I'm going to put a little bit of powder, just working on the T-zone or any areas that I think have, you know, a shiny finish to it. So just the top of the head, forehead, now onto the chin, around the nose as well, because sometimes around here you can get like slightly oily patches. I don't like to cover the cheeks because I think it's quite nice to see, you know, some freshness. But be careful not to go too much underneath the outer rim of the eye, because that's when you can get the fine lines. And if you use a lot of powder, it can cake up and it can create more of a dramatic effect for the lines, and it can sort of be quite unflattering. So just be a little bit aware of that. So there we have it, a really nice, flawless base. So that concluded podcast 1, where I taught you how to create flawless skin. In podcast 2, I'll be teaching you how to do day to night smoky eyes. And in podcast 3, I'll be teaching you how to do that perfect red lip.